How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I made a big change here today in my portfolio. I want to talk about that, talk about a meme coin that I'm watching. Actually, I bought some today. It's pretty small, and I think it's going to do really well here soon. I also want to talk about Bitcoin and a couple big things that we need to be watching. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos like this as soon as I post them. There's also a link down there to HG Access. This is a community that I built with about 9 other creators. We're bringing a lot of alpha to the people in there, and there's something big coming here soon. You're going to want to be a part of it. Let me just be very clear on that. It will make up for itself very fast. The price of getting in is nothing compared to how much alpha there is. There's also a link down there to Margex. In case you want to trade cryptocurrencies, you can set this up without KYC, which means you don't have to put in your social security number, your name, or anything like that. Email, password, and then check their terms and conditions. You can start trading within 5 minutes. So definitely check this out. If you want to amplify your returns, of course, always make sure you know what you're doing and you know the risks and rewards associated with leverage trading. Now, Bitcoin dominance is moving up a little bit here today, up to about 52.5%. Cryptos in general are moving up pretty well, with Bitcoin up around 43,200, Ethereum up 2% on the day, Solana up 6%, Cardano up almost 7%. And we do have a big week. Yesterday I talked about a lot of the events happening this week, but I forgot about FOMC. Jerome Powell will be speaking on Wednesday, talking about what they're seeing and whether they're going to be lowering rates anytime soon. I would not be surprised to see him soften his stance a bit on what they're going to be doing this year. Google changed what they're doing this year. Today, Google updated its guidelines to allow crypto trust to advertise their products in the US. BlackRock spot ETF ads are already popping up. We knew this was coming, but as you can see, iShares and VanEck are already advertising their Bitcoin spot ETFs. There's also a rumor that another large institutional manager is going to get in this ETF game, Charles Schwab. They have 8.5 trillion in AUM, might even be higher now that the markets have done really well. These numbers are typically delayed. And if they start advertising, or if they start a Bitcoin ETF, they probably will be advertising like everyone else, trying to get assets in there to make money from the fees. That is good because it will just lead to more buying of Bitcoin. And we're already seeing like net buying or just slight net buying overall. But as more institutions come in, as more ads go out there, it attracts more money into Bitcoin, which pushes up the price, which is what we've seen over the last few days. Keep in mind, this is all before these companies are starting to shift portfolios to include some Bitcoin in them. Like BlackRock recently modeled portfolios, shifting billions into value stocks. Change drives 5 billion flow into value factor based ETFs. So just a slight change from one of these companies can cause billions and billions of dollars of inflows into whatever asset they say. So I think this will happen. I know this will happen where they'll start including it in retirement accounts. They'll start including it in model portfolios, and people will start buying in mass. There's going to be a lot of people buying Bitcoin just because they want to follow the big guys. They want to do what they say is the best thing to do. And they're going to tell you to buy Bitcoin. BlackRock has already published an article about a year and a half ago talking about how the optimal allocation is about 85% of your portfolio going to Bitcoin. Now that's just coming from a couple people at BlackRock doing the math. It's not their official stance, but it is something to be paying attention to. Something else to be paying attention to is the meme coin ecosystem on Solana. Altcoin Gordon, a bit of a degen, talks about how he's watching a particular Solana-based meme coin. I'm also watching a particular Solana-based meme coin. It is young. I talked about my Patreon here today. I did say that it was highly risky and that I was buying a small amount, but I would be taking profits at some point if it pumps up a lot. It's around a $1 million market cap right now, maybe $2 million. I'll talk about it in future videos because I do think that they are going to move up quite well. And I'm not trying to hold out on you or anything like that. It's just that it is smaller, so I want to be careful. Now, with that being said, Solana has just been going insane. Solana, DEX, Jupiter flips Uniswap amid stablecoin when airdrop frenzy. They had exchange volumes of 480 million in the last 24 hours, which is higher than even Uniswap. This is absolutely nuts. Now, I did make a pretty big change in my own portfolio today. I actually sold some Ethereum and moved it into Solana. So I did that for a variety of reasons, but Solana is just so freaking quick. Like today, I bought that Solana-based meme coin. I transferred Solana in, and within 10 seconds, I had my Solana. I used the DEX. Within 2 seconds, I had my new crypto. It was a penny instead of $10 over on Uniswap or $20 or $5 on PancakeSwap. It's just so much quicker, so much cheaper. We're seeing adoption happen, and Solana is still much smaller than Ethereum. You might be saying, well, Solana's pumped so much this year. Why didn't you talk about it before that? Well, there's always a time where it clicks. I already had a Solana position, but I felt like I need to add more. And even now, even with Solana going up 12x, 14x from the bottom, and Ethereum only going up 1.5x from the bottom or whatever, 2.5x from the bottom, it's still so much smaller than Ethereum. It's still 6 times smaller, Solana is. And we did have a bit of a consolidation period recently. We did go up to 120 or 130, something like that. And we have calmed down a bit. We went from, about 120, 115 down to 80s, down to the low 80s. And then now we're back up at 100. So the last month we've just been consolidating right around this range. I don't think it's the worst time to buy Solana after we have had a bit of a cool off period. And I just want it for the next bull run. I want a larger position in Solana. And unfortunately, I didn't have enough of that. I had been getting paid in a few things via Ethereum. So I decided to sell some of my Ethereum to get into Solana. And I might be doing more of that. I didn't even sell as much as I wanted to today, but I do like to dollar cost average in and out of positions. So I will be probably doing more of that in the future. Now, let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Again, I'm just so bullish right now. Whether we pull back even another 10 or 20% in the short term or medium term, I don't care because everything is trending in the right direction long term, and pullbacks are a blessing in my opinion because they are so juicy right now. It's hard to pass them up. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. I really do appreciate it. Again, you can check out the links to the Patreon. You can check out the links to Margex as well. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.